Well, welcome back to San Antonio Living. You know, every now and then we need a little reminder about how great life really is, especially during these tough times. And we have found something that will definitely inspire you and take you to a better place. It's called Better Because of You, a book written by Cathy Haffner from San Antonio and then Ginny Hutchinson, both from Seattle. Thank you so much for coming all this way. But you ladies were friends for a long time. And tell me how you met first.
Sure. Oh, it was really fun. Cathy and I met right out of college.
Okay.
And we had our first job together. And 10 years later, we were still at the same place at a bank. But then we went our separate ways and stayed connected only through Christmas cards. I went to Europe and she went all gallivanting around the country. And then we reconnected last year.
So when you got back together last year, you started talking, and basically all the different stories from your lives and the people that you've met are here in this book. How did we go from reconnecting to this book?
Well, when Ginny and I reconnected, we had just quit our jobs. So we were in what we call the corporate rat race for 25 years. And we thought, you know, we've met some wonderful people, you know, some really inspiring people who, they practice things every day in their lives. And we thought, let's put it, you know, let's put a collection together of all these great stories and, you know, let's put it in the book as a tribute to our friends.
It's also funny, too, because we have both decided that we were people that liked quotes. And so we had scraps of paper all over. And then we put it together in the book and did it from A to Z, and we realized that we had a lot of the same type of quotes that we enjoyed.
So the two of you were always positive people. We're always looking, you know, at the glass half full. See, that's great because a lot of people don't. And by reading this book, you can actually change people's minds and get them on that kind of track.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, one of our core beliefs is life's what you think. So if you think positive, your actions are positive, and then your life, your quality of life will be positive.
A lot of great tips are in the book that will help people who maybe are going through a tough time or are having a hard time being positive right now. There's some great information in there to change that. And one of those things, you talk about the 7 facets of life. And we've got a still from the book to show you just a little bit about how the book is written, because it's almost like a guide, like a little map. And it's just really going to take you down this path. So what do you mean when you say 7 facets of life?
Well, what we talk about is life's a gym, you know, and for the longest time being corporate, you know, executives, it was work, 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 and my family got kind of squeezed in there, and really when you think about it, we thought there's 7, you know, so there's health and wealth and wisdom and work and play, and then others and service. And we thought, you know, all these great stories could fit into those 7 facets.
But so often they're out of balance, right? So all 7 facets are never in balance at the same time. So what this does is just gives you little pointers of if something like health is something you want to work on, what are some routines that you can get on a daily basis to improve your health?
So it's okay not to be in balance at all times, right?
In fact, it's like the myth, right? The myth that, you know, everything's got to be in balance, and life's a straight arrow. And we say, you know, life's not a straight arrow. It's a bunch of circles, you know, that go around, and you got to find the meaning in those circles.
Another topic in the book is better because of others, and this goes back to all the people that you've met throughout your lives and how they've improved your lives. And that's so important to remember, that life is better because of the people that you meet.
Right. It's all about connections, and we really believe in that. That in fact, you know, the studies have shown that people who are depressed or feel lonely is because they're, you know, the connections aren't strong. And we think we're better connected because of our PDAs or our iPods or iPhones or whatever, but it really is about the one-on-one connection.
I've seen a lot of people who have a favorite quote, one that's always written down on a piece of paper. It's in the wallet, it's by your desk, it's in a certain spot, and you've got quotes and poems from A to Z in the book. What's one quote that maybe you turn to all the time as a little reminder?
Well, there's not just one.
That's why we have the book, Shelly. They're all in there.
No, but really, there are 2. And I think the first one is, if it's to be, it begins with me. And that is so important, because you're the one that has to give back. You're the one that can reach out to friends. We're the ones that, you know, are staying connected. The other one was, we both have golden retrievers, and so it's be the person your dog thinks you are.
That's a good one. That is a good one, because they're always smiling at us for some reason.
And they think we're perfect.
Yeah, they do. Let's talk about attitude of gratitude, because that's something that you hear. I remember hearing that, you know, as a 4- and 5-year-old child doing sports and things like that. But that's such an important thing to remember. You've always got to be thankful.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had a great friend who, her name was Marva, and she said, you know, Cathy, every day I think about things from A to Z that I'm thankful for. And so I started doing that practice at night, especially when I couldn't sleep because I had the things to do list going through my head. And I would sometimes go from A to Z or Z to A, and sometimes, you know, I couldn't get zebra out of my mind. Now, why would we be thankful for zebras?
Because they're cute.
But it really is a way to just stop in our busy lives and really appreciate just the little things.
You know, another thing too I'd say is that a lot of times you're wearing something that you feel grateful for. Like I look at my wedding ring and it's just like my little anchor. This is a bracelet that I was given to that was blessed by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and it's just those little things in life. Oftentimes they can be super small. Cathy was mentioning that someone on our website said, I'm better because of the butterfly in my backyard, and posted the picture of the butterfly. You know, just
simple,
sometimes
but
it can be simple.
It means so much. Absolutely. Better Because of You is also about giving back, and the proceeds of your book are going to a very important organization, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, I think that one of the things we believe is that it's little things in life, but then it's also giving back in service. And ours is to global education. And I love this picture, Cathy, and I just think it's great. It's a school in Sri Lanka, and our foundation that we're giving back to is called Room to Read.
Oh, they're too cute.
Sweet.
It's so nice, and it really encourages other people to do the same, because we could all spend a little bit more time giving back. And, you know, to take the title, you will be better because